All right, Emma. So I'm going to go into that shot glass now. I'm still using my indigo blue and my canary yellow to create the green of the fabric underneath. I'm not going to worry too much about the smaller light reflections just yet because I'm going to erase those in a minute. I'm just trying to get the bigger shapes that I see here. Let's see. I'm not trying to figure out what the shape is. I'm just putting it in as I simplify it into something. So I'm mixing my yellow over that blue so that I get a green. And I'm getting the sense that it's a little bit too on the yellowy side, so I'm going back in with the blue. And then I'm going to go in with my white. I'm going to kind of use the white to blend. I'm not pressing particularly hard unless there's an area that I think should be very light. But for the most part, I'm just going to use the white to start to bring these together. You'll notice there's areas I didn't put any color because I knew I was just going to pull in whatever was surrounding to create the color in there. Excuse me. So I'm going to put this and I'm going to work on this just a little bit. I'm erasing out a little bit where I just built up my color a tiny bit too much. What's nice about colored pencil is you can erase it and it leaves a little stain of the color before. So it works out nicely, I think anyway. I think that's starting to come together. I actually think this might be you reflected in here. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks like a little person. Again, I'm using that limited palette, not trying to use too many colors because I don't want to get lost. I'm just using that yellow, canary yellow, the indigo, and the white. The one thing is over in this area, I do see some really bright blue. I'm thinking it's coming in from the windows or somewhere else. So I'm going to mix my cerulean blue in with my indigo to create like a really nice blue. And then there are some light highlights in there, which I'm going to throw on top. And, you want to get your nice, like, basic what you see. You can always make adjustments afterwards. I'm noticing this is a bit There's like a dark shape here. So I'm gonna make my green, add that in. On top of this, I see this might be another person sitting here. This might be Kira over here. There we go. And you know what? I see some of that bright blue over here too. I think it might be the windows from outside. So I'm going to use my cerulean and my indigo. Make that nice bright blue. And what was originally a very complicated series of shapes now is feeling more simplified. Really need to sharpen my white, but there's not much left and I don't want to run out of white, so I'm using it kind of bulky. Again, it's not about getting every single reflection, it's about getting the most important ones in here. I'm going to just use my red to kind of deepen that a little bit. It's a little too red. Just want to add my yellow in so that becomes green for that shadow there. And that's looking pretty good if I do say so myself. Do not rush yourself. Don't freak out if you go too heavy with something and you're like, oh no, it needs to be a lot lighter. You can go back with an eraser and pull things out. You can put color on top of each other. That's the whole point. What's nice about colored pencil is that you can glaze, which is light layers of color on top of one another. It's actually how a lot of painters work. So we can actually refer to colored pencil drawings as paintings because we are using similar methods. All right, so I'll probably fine tune this a little bit more just for myself because I'm having some fun. But other than that, I think you have enough of a strategy to move on yourself. Okay, so good luck and have fun.